next episode, I figure that works well. The episodes are like 10 minutes digestible. That's the most what we can, possibly stand. And not everybody listens to me yapping. I'm just yammering away, talking to myself. So it works out better if we just cut it up into a bunch of chunks. So the trend for Harleys and cruisers is make the bikes nice and low. Get that center of gravity nice and low. And then get the bike so that everybody can sit on it, because even short people like to ride motorcycles. So thank you, Harley, for making bikes shorter with shorter inseams. It makes my life easier when picking a new bike. The sport bike world, not so much, because you need the clearance for cornering and carving and all that shit. But the R3 is low enough that it's reasonable. This bike is actually really hard to lower from what I've gathered on the online forums. Fuck that speed bump. So yeah, so the higher seat on this R3 compared to the Harley, and just the higher suspension overall, gives me a better view of the road. Like, I can see higher. I don't know if you've noticed through the videos, but we're sitting slightly higher than usual. We can see over the tops of some cars, which we could not do before. So this is great. So now I can be more aggressive in my lane choices and maneuvering, because I get a better view of the road. So that's a plus. So far, I have not noticed that the bike is less, I don't know what the word is. I basically ride everything like I'm beating the snot out of it, because that's what's most fun to me. So like this bike, we just eat up all the bumps, all the potholes. I try to avoid the ones that I can, but everything else, I'm just like, you know what? I feel like running over shit, and I will. And I'll just eat the speed bumps, and the bike doesn't complain. Not at all. The suspension is not too soft, not too hard. It's a nice balance. So I kind of give it a good beating. It's good. So yeah, so kind of an all-arounder bike. It is a little bit light though, so I worry a little bit about what this might mean when it gets a little cooler or the ground gets a little wet and slick. We'll see if we go sliding around a little bit. Tattoo places are interesting. I don't have any tattoos. I thought about it, but I get bored really easily, and if I had a tattoo and I looked at it, I'd be like, man, that was a bad idea. Like barbed wire around my arm. What the fuck was I thinking? Tribal tattoo? I don't belong to a tribe. What the fuck? Asian characters? I am not that Asian. So yeah, I don't know what I would get if I got a tattoo. I just know that I would tire of it very quickly. So, no tattoos for this guy. The reason why I brought it up was I saw people going in, and it's a Thursday, and it's like 6:30. I don't know who decides they want to get a tattoo at 6:30 on a Thursday evening. That's kind of cool. But so yeah, somebody's got a tattoo, getting a tattoo at this time. I guess that's how I would get a tattoo if I were to do it. Well, no. The truth is, I'd probably be drunk. I mean, that's how a lot of tattoos are made. Ooh, this guy's eating looks like a chicken sandwich. I want to ask for a bite. It looks good. I'm hungry. Should we go look at him? What you eating? That looks good. I'm starving. Nice. I think he was a little bit weirded out. I would be too. Yeah, the shift light was on for a little bit. I know, we hit red line. Fucking who? It happens. Waze doesn't tell you how to be an asshole. It would be pretty cool if there was an asshole mode and encourage me to do bad things. Well, that's the first time I misshifted. I was too busy thinking about food. Man, now I want a double cheeseburger. Double cheese.
Cheeseburger, 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 cheeseburger.